just a total Terminator fest at the moment. We have a 1/6 scale die-cast endoskeleton battle damage version from Terminator 2 Judgment Day from Hot Toys coming, and we have waited for this for many years. I owned the original one by Hot Toys. There was no die-cast parts, it was just kind of painted silver. It wasn't very convincing at all as chrome, but it was a great figure. This looks very good. There's a couple of little things we need to talk about. Hopefully Hot Toys can just, fine-tune a few little things here. But you have two display options and a beautiful base, and I'm really excited about getting one of these. Drop a like on the video, folks. Subscribe to the channel. Check me out on Instagram at DKnight333. Wasn't crazy about the pictures I've seen of Harley Quinn. The artisan version looked more like a cosplayer. Great body and proportions and outfit and hair quality, but the actual likeness to Margot Robbie feel is a little bit weak on that. And some of these pictures are very bright, so I've darkened them a little bit and done certain things just to make it look a little bit cooler. I think this is just a stock image here, and then the next time you see it, as we pan down, I just darken it a little bit. I should have read the description first. I hope it's a plug-in USB situation to light up the eyes and not battery. It's probably battery, I'm not sure. I think the teeth could be better, I think they're a bit murky looking. Also the pistons by the side of the mouth are a bit detail lacking. I've got a life-size endo skull made by Sideshow from T2, so I know what that looks like. It's just a bit kind of messy looking. Just that whole kind of mouth and side of the mouth pistons area. Other than that, I'm very happy with how it's looking. Two plasma casters, and I'm glad, I just adjusted the color there, you can see the difference. Just darken it a little bit and bring up the exposure and turn down the mids a little bit and just make it look a bit better. Hot Toys, they just show you the raw picture. Obviously it's not meant to look all cinematic, but with something like this especially, you bring down the brightness a little bit and just mess with the exposure and you can make it look a lot better. The rest of the images you see I've just slightly darkened. Sculpted hands to hold on to the plasma rifles is much appreciated, rather than having just posable fingers, because they're a bit of a pain in the butt. Like the quarter scale Hot Toys endoskeleton that I have, that has just the one set of hands that you can't remove, and they are posable. Here's your interchangeable battle damage components. It looks like one of the arms can look completely ripped off on the end there on the right, so that's pretty cool. And when I first saw this announced, I saw battle damage version. I thought, oh, okay, so there's going to be a clean one later on. But it looks here like you can just choose, a clean look or a battle damage look. So maybe this will be the only one, or maybe they'll do a real Terminator 1 endoskeleton with the battle damage, because that was quite specific, the battle damage that he had at the end of the first movie. Beautiful base. I mean, the whole thing looks quite weathered in places, so if you want a totally fresh off the assembly line, really clean look, plus the teeth look quite dirty when you get close to them. The sort of surrounding the teeth is quite a bit of grime on there. Slightly tweak the brightness on this one. There we go. Looks better, I think. But you don't have to worry about damaging the skin or the outfit when you pose this thing. I'm wondering what parts of this are actually going to be metal. I wish it was with the head included. I know there's no way the head's going to be metal, but I think it's all plated apparently, like chrome plated. So that could be... I just can't wait to feel this in my hands. Two display styles, clean on the left, battle damage on the right. From one of the best films ever made. I mean, I just got my hands on the battle damage T800 from T2 by Hot Toys, and the clean version of the T800 and the T1000, and now this is in our future. This is, again, something we've waited for many years. Finally coming. It may not be the only company who tackle this endoskeleton as well. There could be more coming, who knows. The more the merrier. Bring it. This is one of the coolest things ever put on film. The endoskeleton. Just a perfect design. It really is, from head to toe. I wouldn't change a thing about this. The original one, I mean, I wasn't keen on the Genesis version or Your Terminator Salvation, yeah, the T600 was it? T700. I mean, they were pretty cool designs, but nothing beats this original, the T800. Yeah, I just think the teeth, just between each tooth, needs to be a bit more precise. If there's any way to get those pistons by the mouth a little bit more detailed, that would be fantastic. But if this comes out exactly as it looks in these images, I'm fine with that. That's a really cool picture. Very aggressive looking. That's very cool. That might be the best one. Look at that chrome action, man, everywhere. Shiny. Shiny and chrome. Yeah. It's going to be one of those figures that's a bit of a pain in the butt to try and photograph because you keep seeing yourself in his forehead. Yeah, you have to get really far back and zoom in. That's probably the best approach. But man, I hope it's not batteries for the eyes. I just don't like fiddling around with the batteries. It's just like plugging it in somewhere in the back of his, you know, between his shoulder blades or whatever the hell, I don't know. Just light up those eyes and have it on display, just all lit up on his shelf. That's the thing about endoskeletons. When you don't have the eyes lit up when it's on display, it just doesn't look right. It looks dead. So with my quarter scale version, I actually tried various different techniques to try and get the eyes to look lit up. Not lit up, but at least bright red. Because as I say, I just don't like the way they look when the eyes are off. So that's something I'll have to figure out. Beautiful base. Very similar to the quarter scale version, which I'm happy about. Look at his chest. All the damage on there. I have noticed with my quarter scale endoskeleton by Hot Toys, the joints are very loose now. It's difficult to get him to do much. But he's bigger and lankier and probably a bit heavier, I would imagine, seeing as he's double the size pretty much. It's a nice bit of a nice little footprint there on the base. You've got a fair bit of space to get him to walk around. And I do very much appreciate the 2 plasma rifles. Could have just given us the 1, but they gave us 2. Just like the opening of the amazing film. That is a badass image right there. I darkened that one quite a lot, just to see how it looks. So, I'd really like them to do you know what? Even if they do a Sarah Connor, I love Sarah Connor, but I'm not sure I'd get her for the collection. I'm just short on space. And a John Connor as well. You know, if they did, I mean, that would be great to have standing beside the clean T1000 in the all black look, like slightly behind him, like he's protecting him. Yeah, I can imagine myself getting John Connor. And if I did get John, I'd have to get Sarah. But either way, I hope they do. I hope they make lots more Terminator stuff. And aliens would be great, you know, more aliens, you know, more Marines, Hicks, all of them, the whole lot. It's nice that Hot Toys are giving us all these great 2.0s of these iconic characters from such an amazing movie. Please do some Terminator 1 stuff, Tech Noir, Cop Shootout version, Kyle Reese. Keep going, Hot Toys, you're doing really good at the moment. So, I don't think I'll bother doing a video on the Harley Quinn, folks. It's just, yeah, not keen on it. Fingers crossed, you know. Like I say, Hot Toys are spanking it. They're spanking the game, so hopefully they unleash an amazing Batman Begins finally with moving eyes and just more accurate cowl. All that stuff. I mean, I'd love that company again if they do that. If they do Batman Begins justice like they're doing Terminator stuff justice, then yeah, just keep it going. Let me know what you think in the comments, folks. Don't forget to drop a like on it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. I've got a room tour video coming up real soon. I've already filmed it, just need to edit it for you. Alright, bye bye.